Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nurulain Nazura binti Sulaiman and my matrix number is 205524.
Good morning and hi, my name is Ong Chin Wei and my matrix number is 207370.
Hi everyone, my name is Har Cai Ying and my matrix number is 206998.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Fitrah, binti Mohd Yaacob and my number matrix is 205956.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Norsuhaila binti Che Shamsuddin and my matrix number is 206153.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Suhaida binti Paiman and my matrix number is 206360.
We are here to discuss the cyberbullying theme. The focus of our discussion is the peers should play a more important role in tackling cyberbullying. I would like to inform you all about the meaning of cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is the use of digital communication tools such as the internet and cell phones to make another person feel angry, sad or scared, usually again and again. So, does anyone would like to share their views on this topic?
From my point of view, I agree the peers are important to victims in tackling cyberbullying. Some victims will choose to talk about that problem to the most trusted peers. This is because some victims do not want their parents to worry them. So they are afraid to tell the truth to their parents that they are being cyberbullied. Thus, as a peer, I think we should be good listeners when a victim tries to get help from us. A cyberbullying victim will have a feeling of anxiety, sadness, scare, or stress. When we have listened to the situation of the victim, we need to take care of the victim's emotional state. For example, we must give moral support to the victim, like say something kind or positive to them. We can also let them know that we care about them and they are not alone because we will tackle the problem with them. How do you feel about that, Chin Wei?
In my opinion, I agree with you, Cai Ying. The reason I agree is that peers are someone who are understanding us at the most because we have the same interests, background, and age. Then we become peers. Do you know actually peers can influence our behavior? According to social learning theory, our behavior can be influenced by peers through direct observation of peer behaviors and attitudes. For instance, our peer is a brave person and we see this behavior in her action many times. So we will indirectly follow the brave behavior in our life. And when we are bullied by someone, we immediately will go to the police station and bravely report the cyberbullying case to the police. Therefore, I believe that peers can help us in tackling cyberbullying. Does anyone have anything to add?
I have to say that I see things differently. In my opinion, I think parents should play a more important role in tackling cyberbullying. The reason why I say like that is because parents are the people closest to us. So because of that, of course, we will share our problem or personal problem with our parents first, right? I know that some people will say that they will share their personal problem with another person, such as a friend and so on. But we should realize that parents are more effective in handling problems because they are most matured than us and know how to handle that problem, especially about cyberbullying. Parents also will do the best for us, and if they hear we have a problem, they will try to find the best solution for us compared to the peers.
So you are saying that the parents are the most who care about us compared to our peers, am I right?
Yes, peers may hear your problem, but doesn't mean they will help you. Same with what your parents do. Most studies confirm that it's essential to tell someone about cyberbullying rather than suffer in silence. And many students report that they will ask their parents for help in dealing with cyberbullying. So we should share our problem with our parents because only parents that we should trust compared to peers that cannot 100% be trusted. So how about you, Suhaida? Do you agree with my opinion?
I agree with what you have said just now, Suhaida. Parents are the most important role in tackling cyberbullying among their children. As you said, we should share whatever the problem we face with our parents to settle down our problem from cyberbullying. According to a survey by the Cyberbullying Research Center, almost 34% of students in middle and high school had been cyberbullied in 2016. We can see that young people always get involved in this case, and that's why a parent's role is really crucial to protect their child. In my opinion, parents must be alert regarding the change in their children's attitude. If parents can identify their children having problems, try to approach and communicate with them. Sometimes children are afraid to tell the truth that they get attacked in cyberbullying. So parents must start first and maybe able to give them moral support or advice to their children to reduce children problems and feeling better.
Sorry to get in. Could you explain what you mean by the change in the children's attitude that the parents should awake?
Okay, let me explain further. What I mean is parents should know the sign of a child being cyberbullied in general. Some of the things parents can watch out for is increase or decrease in cell phones. Your child start to avoid activities or going places he or she wants to enjoy, and the most important sign is your child seems depressed or more agitated. Thus, parents must know what resources are available is also a great way to support a child who may have been cyberbullied. For example, parents can find out with whom children are speaking to and make friends online to avoid their children getting attacked or bullied. If this case is getting protracted, parents can take action by making a police report as the last solution. Is it clear for you?
I see. I am clear now.
I'm sorry, but I will disagree with you, Suhaida. This is because from the study of John Andres Ronin, a professor of philosophy has shown parents are unaware that their children are involved in bully victim problems at school. Parents are busy working in order to make money for providing a better physical environment to their children. Normally, they are unaware of what their children had done in the school. Therefore, we can say that the parents who are less spending time with her children will make the children feel that they are being neglected. So as a cyberbullying victim, they will try to find a way to solve the problem, like talking with the best friend to relax their emotions.
Sorry, but I don't quite follow what you are saying. Can you clarify that for me?
In other words, what I mean is children who feel neglected by their parents and they will share their experience and feelings to peers, but not their parents anymore. This is because children know when they talk to their parents. However, the parents are not listening. And this situation occurs too frequently, then the children will stop sharing with parents as they know the feeling is how bad when no one is listening. It's just like talking to the air. At the time, children are being bullied but refuse to talk with parents. Thus, they will share with their peers. Do you get what I mean now?
Yes, I am clear now.
As far as I am concerned, I think the best parent will not neglect their children even if they are busy. May I add something?
Yes, of course.
In my opinion, social media users also should play an important role in tackling cyberbullying. I think other social media users will be more prudent and sensitive with the surrounding. We should not use the abusive word or threatening messages to an individual or group online if we are not satisfied with them. This is because we didn't know what will happen to that person after getting attacked in social media. Maybe they will get depressed, shy, or afraid to face others, and the most dangerous if he or she wants to commit suicide. Besides that, if we see someone being bullied, try to help them by giving them polite and passionate words to make them feel better. According to accredited school online, some tips to help teens stay safe when using social media is never give other people password information, don't accept friend requests from strangers, don't respond to abusive posts, and never open attachment from unknown people.
Sorry for the interruption. I see what you are saying, but I still believe that peers are more important in resolving cyberbullying. Except for social media as a peer, we can also give advice or strategies to the victim face-to-face. When the victim gets in trouble, we can suggest they report, block, or delete the people doing the bullying. Besides, we can also suggest the victim report their situation online or show it to an adult who can help them report it. According to Willard, the research showed 35% of people try to help or befriend the victim. Does anyone have anything to say?
I agree with Cai Ying ideas. I believe that teenager itself should be the one who need to take immediate action to combat cyberbullying more than others. It is because when bullying happens, most of the time the first are the one who notice first before parent or teacher. I believe by having a student leader that can create awareness can reduce cyberbullying. Students will know that they should not engage or spread baseless rumors or gossip so the cyberbullying will not become more serious, that it need involve adults. Studies show more than 70% of peers act as bystanders when bullying happens, so it huge number involved. Peers should be more proactive in creating awareness in school so that school can become a healthy environment. The victim of cyberbullying also will be brave because they have the support from their peers, so they don't have a negative experience when facing the bully.
Mira, I heard you are saying that peers should be the student leader to influence the students not to get involved in gossip others. Is that right?
Yes, that's right, Sylvie. What I mean is every school has their own student leader. As student leader, it is important to be a role model to other students, right? Meaning that a student leader should be aware that if cyberbullying happens, the leader need to influence others to not engage in baseless rumor or gossiping. They have responsibility to give guidance to the peers. As being leaders, it is important to maintain a positive school environment for the students. If the student raises a concern, by right it's their responsibility to help them. The student leader should side with victim and try solving the peers' problem.
That's a good idea, Fitrah, but I would like to say something here. I think the government also play an important role in tackling cyberbullying compared to the peers. This is because, in accordance with national policy, the government will ensure that they can reduce the number of cases of bullying in our country, especially cyberbullying, which is becoming more and more dangerous. The government can handle this issue by enforcing law or creating a new law about cyberbullying, meaning that the government should take this issue seriously and impose penalty or fine on individuals involved in cyberbullying. With this law, the public will be more careful and aware that bullying is an offence and can indirectly reduce the number of cases of cyberbullying. So in other words, I want to highlight that I totally disagree with peers playing a more important role in tackling cyberbullying. What do you think, Fitrah? Do you agree with my point?
I partially agree with your opinion, Suhaila. The government should impose law to tackle the issue here. But when we talk about cyberbullying, we talk about the anonymity. It is difficult to trace who the bullies are, and it is difficult to know how accurate victimization is compared to traditional bullying. So it's harder for the government to take an action toward the bully because they need more evidence, and it will be a long process before the bully gets prosecuted. They are teenagers themselves. In law, it is hard to prosecute teenagers under 18 years old. And even if the bully gets prosecuted, I don't think the teenager will learn if their punishment only by penalties or fines because they cannot compensate the damage the bully did toward the victim. I suggest that government should impose stricter law to combat cyberbullying rather than penalties or fines.
I get what you mean. It is true that most cyberbullies hide their profile and it is hard for the government to find them, but I think it's not just about the penalties or laws. According to the chairman of Yayasan Pencegahan Jenayah Malaysia, Tan Sri Lee Lim T, he said that the government should strengthen the cybersecurity infrastructure and multimedia ecosystem gaps in the country. Thus, attention should be given to strengthen the security of the country's cyberspace and increase consumer awareness on the prudent and ethical use of digital devices. Next recommendation was to require the government to upgrade the competencies of existing cybersecurity practitioners. In addition to nurturing a new group of competent cybersecurity professionals and increasing competitiveness in the nation's cybersecurity. I think all these ideas are relevant because it can help the victims who are struggling to get rid from being bullied in the media.
Sorry to interrupt, but do all of you really think that the government is willing to spend the money for upgrading the competency of exciting cybersecurity practitioners in tackling cyberbullying?
Yes, sure. For the safety of people, I believe the government is willing to spend money to provide training on the issue of cyberbullying to the existing cybersecurity practitioners. So the practitioner will enhance their awareness of the issue, offer monitoring and strong protection to the direct cyberbullying.
In my perspective, I would say that schools should play such an important role in tackling cyberbullying among kids and adults. In order to stop cyberbullying among students, schools need to establish systematic programs to stop cyberbullying, launch programs that develop strong cyberbullying policies, enhance students to know more or to cope with this situation. Besides, administrators should investigate current acceptable use policies for technologies such as mobile phones and the internet in the school. Another effective way is to create helplines, email or web links and provide a box or similar devices in hotspots in schools so that students can report incidents or offer suggestions. Next, the school is responsible to educate schools, adults, students, and parents about cyberbullying and provide clear procedures to follow when cyberbullying occurs. Teachers need to keep pace with the new technology to understand how students communicate and how cyberbullying happens.
You are absolutely right. I feel that teachers should let students know that they have the right to report any abuse that happens to them. Teachers can also teach students about what cyberbullying behavior are and why they are wrong, so the student will not be involved in cyberbullying. Do you agree with me, Nurul?
Yes, exactly. A study found that school adults provide limited help, which might be caused by their lack of training in how to deal with cyberbullying. Therefore, schools can provide opportunities to parents to learn such strategies. Similarly, approaches to cyberbullying issues need to go beyond the one-time workshop mode for students and be part of regular curriculum learning. Such education can take place in different school situations, including classrooms, assemblies, and continuing education programs. For example, schools can use forums not only to mediate between cyberbullies and cyber victims, but also to offer opportunities to students to develop adaptive skills such as dealing with emotional conflict and building positive behavioral patterns. Such forums help to build a strong rapport and trustworthy relationships between students and school adults as well as among students. In addition, such event can involve parents to build their competency in stopping cyberbullying.
After listening to the opinions presented in the discussion, the majority of us disagree that peers should play a more important role in tackling cyberbullying. Now, let me recap the important points in our discussion just now, which our peers help in giving moral support and provide suggestions on how to tackle cyberbullying. But on the other side of view, parents, government, social media, and school also play more important role than peers in tackling cyberbullying. In conclusion, we disagree that peers should play a more important role in tackling cyberbullying. Thanks everyone for all your contribution in this discussion.
Thank you. Bye.